Hey Adobe Live family, welcome. My name is Brittney Megann. I am so excited to be here with you all. It's officially International Women's History Month, and this month I get to take over the weekly Express challenges, and we're going to be doing a whole lot of awesomeness on this YouTube channel, live streams, you and me all month long, starting with an empowering video tribute this month. If you're new here, say hello in the comments below. If you've seen me before, also say hello. I'm so excited for you to be here. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into today's project. Okay, so you're gonna see my screen here. Like I said, we're actually working on an empowering video tribute. So for me, being somebody that works in social media all the time, creating reels is something that I love to do, especially for social events and pop culture moments like this. Hi, Jack. Hello, everyone joining in. So yeah, I mean, what I was kind of thinking was how amazing would it be if we could take some photos of some of the most important women in our lives, or anybody really. Like, you can edit this template, you can, grab the starter file that's going to be linked in the description box and truly make it whatever you'd like. But for me, I think in celebration of International Women's Month, we're going to go ahead and create an empowering video tribute over this incredible starter file that I've already set up for you. I wanted to pick colors and a positive quote that really screams women empowerment. And for me, that's lift her up and you'll rise too. Something that I so strongly believe in, especially being a woman in business and somebody who's always supporting other women in business. This is just a quote that felt like it hit home to me. So I'm thinking what we're going to do with this is start with the starter file that you all have access to. And then we're going to take some photos of some of the inspirational women in my life. And you can do the same with yours and play around with some of the fun features that we have here in Adobe Express. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this file because we want to create something that has our own photos in it. So I'm going to put my video tribute and we'll go ahead and duplicate this, open it up, and here we are. Let me just close all my tabs here. You guys don't need to see this. So I've actually already set up in the brand section. Hi, Nicole. See my team here too. In the brand assets section, this is such an incredible feature. If you are somebody like me who loves working on multiple brand identities and assets, I love to save like all of my different brands here. So you can see I have my podcast branding here. I have our agency branding because I run a marketing agency. And then over here, I have the branding that my team and I created for this series on International Women's History Month. So you can see here, I've actually already pre-selected a bunch of images that we're going to be putting into this graphic. And I know this is going to sound so not like me, y'all. If you know me, you know I am a pink girly. Can you tell by my office? Can you tell by the mic, right? But I'm going to do something a little unpredictable, and we're actually going to use the orange background. I know, somebody call an ambulance. Something clearly must be wrong with me because this is just, yeah. Anyways, here we go. Chat, let me know. Should we do the dark pink or the dark orange background or the neutral with the orange type? Let me know in the chat. And while we kind of get started with this, I'm going to go ahead and first pull in this image of myself that was actually taken 2 years ago at a International Women's Day shoot that we ran, I want to say, called our Powerful Women Shoot with our community. And this is a photo of me in an orange dress on a desk. I thought it's very me, is what I'm going to say. And it's orange and it's cute. And of course we still got the pink heels, so it's all good. And we're going to go ahead and press remove background. This tool, y'all, knock on wood, don't let me down. She hasn't yet, but this tool never disappoints. Like, look how precise that background remove was. So I think from what I'm seeing in the chat, we want to do the orange background. So let's go ahead and take this over into our orange background. Hopefully it still stands out. Ooh, that looks so cool. So we're going to delete this one. We have me here, which is so great. It's giving high fashion. And then what I've taken is a bunch of images from women in my community and my online sphere that I think really inspire me every single day. And I kind of wanted to spotlight them here. So, of course, we're going to start with Nicole because she is the real MVP. You all know and love Nicole. I couldn't do it without her. So let's go ahead and start by putting Nicole in. It kind of looks like I'm a giant next to her here. That's not the intention. She is also a little taller than me. So I think we'll bring her over here. One of my favorite shortcuts inside of Adobe Express is I'm on a Mac. So if you press Command, it's a bracket. It kind of looks like half of a square. You can position your layers behind. This is so awesome, you guys. Like, I'm telling you, like, look, we can do it again in front. And that's if we do the bracket the other way. I don't know exactly what that key is called, but that's the one that I use. So we're going to go ahead and layer Nicole a little behind me so that orange dress really pops out here. Now, I think I'd like to bring in this photo from my team at our last team shoot, and we'll also remove the background on this one here too. This looks so much fun, and I'm kind of thinking like if I can find a way to like stack these images so it just kind of looks like all of this awesome female energy in this reel. This is kind of what I'm envisioning. I also have this photo here from our last team shoot of me and Sam, who's one of our junior socialistas, and went ahead and removed the background there. Like, I think if maybe we bring that one a little bigger, and because Sam's on this side already, if we kind of layer it over here, maybe it kind of works out really well. I also feel like if I make this a little bit bigger, hold on, we might be able to bring this behind. Let's see, we're kind of getting funky with it and seeing what we can create. And I think that's one of my favorite things about Adobe Express is like you can truly just have fun with things. And that's the whole purpose of these weekly challenges, right? Like, don't be afraid to try new things and do things that maybe you haven't done before. I say this all the time because it's something that I've taken away from such an incredible member of this community, Ruby, who spoke last year at one of the community summits at Max. She always talks about the fact that you need to take time to be creative and just flex your creative muscle. And that's something that I love to kind of still live by and really try to do. And by being able to create things just for fun, stuff like this, I think it's so cool when you're able to try stuff that maybe you wouldn't be able to try before, right? Which I think is so much fun. Okay, so we're waiting for this background remove tool to work. This one might be a little tricky, and it did just a fine job, but there was a lot going on in that background if you saw. Oh my gosh, okay. You guys, the way that this is kind of framing out looks really cool. Is it just me, or is this like, I feel like it's giving is it foreground or background? Like, it's giving that kind of effect, which I think is so cool. I'm going to keep adding in some of these images, removing the background, and continuing to just play around with this. In a second, we're going to try out the duo tone feature, which I think is going to be really fun. It's something that I really love to do when you have a background that is a little brighter and you kind of want to create like a pop around your images, which I'll show you in a second. But we're going to go ahead and remove the background here. Perfect. Okay, I have clearly a million of these in my project. We don't need that many. We can also maybe put this one of me and Michelle here, maybe? Or did we like it better before without the image in the front? Is this becoming too many women? Maybe we'll remove this one and we'll put this one here of Michaela and one of our other community members, and see if we remove the background here. Maybe this one is going to feel a little more bright, a little more like it fits the spot a little bit better. I wanted to say bright, if that makes any sense. I also love that they're doing like the heart emoji, like the heart emoji. Oh my gosh, you guys, the heart sign. What do you call this sign? I think it makes that so cute. And like, again, if we can find a way for this to kind of work in this little gap here, that would be so incredible. I think this looks good. I think the only other one I was kind of hoping to try and fit would have been this one here with all of our community members. But let's see if we can find a spot that it fits in a nice way and it doesn't like overpower the entire reel. Like this could become a lot really quickly. So we're going to remove that and we're just going to leave it like this. And like I was saying before, we're going to play around with duotone. Chat, let me know, have you ever played with the duotone feature before? I need to know. It is like probably one of my most used features inside of Adobe Express. And the way that you're going to get to this is by clicking your image and then going to effects. And you can actually choose custom, and then you can see my brand colors have popped up here. So I can actually change these to be the colors of my brand that I've created here. I guess you would call it my brand. I'm thinking that if we do something like maybe the pink for the shadows, the darker pink for the shadows, and maybe white for the highlights, that could look really cool. And like sometimes what I like to do is just kind of stack things, or even like if you wanted to, we could change all of them in duotone, which maybe we'll do in a second. That would be pretty cool. Let's actually do that now. Let's do that now. I'm kind of curious. Now that we started, I'm committed. So we're going to go ahead and we did dark pink for the shadows, light pink. Oh my gosh, this is looking so cute. This is looking so cute. Somebody take this feature away from me. I'm going to be going literally all in with this, let me tell you. Okay, so we're going to do dark pink, and then we're going to do white. This is like so everything and more. I don't know how to explain it. If we want to see our layers and things are stacked on top of each other, we don't know what we're clicking, this little bar right here is so helpful. We can just click on it, any of the layers that you want, and we'll go ahead and switch up the colors. So this one here with me and Sam, we're going to go back to, again, we're doing dark pink and white for the shadows. Anybody who's just tuning in, say hi. This is the last stream of the day. It's going to be amazing. We're working on our weekly Express challenge, and we are creating an amazing video tribute and celebration of Women's Month. So if you're just tuning in, say hello. We have our last image of me right here that we're going to go ahead and, again, custom. We're doing duotone custom, and then that's giving Shrek. We don't want that. And look how cool this looks. Like, that looks so amazing. And even if we want to bring all of this down a bit so that there's not so much going up there, and then we can kind of see more of the quote, that looks pretty cool. And then I think this looks really cool. I want to animate this after, but before we do that, I want to duplicate and show you another way that I like to use duotone. So sometimes I'll duplicate, and instead of just kind of like keeping it as one photo, I kind of like to use duotone as a way to create an outline around some of the things that I'm doing. So sorry for if I just made an extremely loud sound in this mic. I'm still getting used to the whole production setup here, okay? We're going to go ahead and duplicate Nicole, and first thing that I'm going to actually do is grab the original Nicole. The original Nicole. I'm dying. We're going to grab the original Nicole, and instead of choosing highlights, we're actually not going to use a highlight. We're going to choose this dark pink, and this is going to look a little crazy for a second, but I promise you it's all going to work out. So we're going to, again, choose over the Nicole that we made all pinked out. And we're going to put no outline on her there. And then we're going to go ahead and just kind of like place it so that you can just kind of see the outline there, right? Do you see that? Chat, let me know. And we'll go ahead and again, use our little hotkey shortcut, Command, bracket this way. Bracket this way. It's the one that's beside the P key on your keyboard. I don't know what to call that, you guys. I think it's a bracket, but again, I just kind of say the bracket key. And we'll go ahead and choose this photo of Sam and I. we're going to go ahead and take the highlight off of that as well. Copy and paste. Once we grab that, copy, paste, perfect. Take the duotone off, and then we're going to go ahead and position this just to give Sam and I a little bit of an outline here as well. Okay, and it doesn't, like for me, I don't mind that the outline doesn't cover the entire way, but I think that, you know, if you want the background, like the outline to be the entire way, a quick little trick for that is like sometimes what I'll do is I will actually duplicate the duotone in the back, and then I'll just position it on the other side to kind of match the other side like this. So then you get the outline on both sides. It's kind of like my little trick. A little trick I've learned along the way and something that I love. But again, you personally, like, I don't think that you need the outline on the whole way. I think just like this is perfect. So we'll go ahead and send that one to back as well. And then let's go ahead and pull this photo of me here. And again, we're going to take the highlight, remove the highlight, bring it to that pink color, which is so cool. And we're going to go ahead and duplicate this image of me, take the duotone off, and then bring that just to the side here. Okay. And then again, using those hotkeys to back, such a great shortcut. And we're just going to go ahead and do this with all of them. We have about, how many minutes do we have left? We have like 10 minutes left in this challenge. So I'm going to show you how to animate this as well. And we're going to turn this into a reel that can be used for your Instagram to celebrate Women's History Month, which is so cool. So this one here, again, we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. Does anybody have questions about Express that I can help with? I love using Express. It's something that as an agency owner, we have a team of creative professionals in all areas: videographers, photographers, graphic designers, social media managers, and we're all Express obsessed over here is the best way to say it. We're all Express obsessed. So any questions that you have, I feel like this is my literal baby, Express, because I've used it for so long and I've seen it grown so much over the years and all these new features that come out all the time. Like you truly, I feel like it's truly one of those platforms that never disappoints and is so much fun to create in. And I feel like for me, I love to try new things in Express. This duotone, when I first discovered it, I was like, everything that I was creating was being duotoned. So there was a hot period on my Instagram feed that everything that you saw had a little bit of a duotone background going around it. Hi, Nika. How are you? How's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are so great in the chat today. I was just saying that we are doing these Express challenges all month in celebration of Women's Month. So anybody who is wanting to learn a little fun way to uplift your community and empower your audience, I feel like this video tribute that we're starting with is such a great way to do this. So we're going to go ahead and one more time, last one, remove the background and bring this copy paste, take the duotone off. And for the last time, we went ahead and added our little outline here. And this is kind of what we're left with now. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to group. I know this is going to sound funny. I'm going to try to group. Actually, let's see what happens if we just animate this the entire page. Let's do animate all. And this is where the fun begins. This is where we get to turn our graphic into an animated reel. So let's first try with the sunrise. This kind of looks so cool how it's all rising up. We have bloom here, which could be cool. I think it would honestly be so much better if we group things. Honestly, I really do. So I think our best way to do this is we're going to go ahead and group things. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to maybe duplicate this one more time and make this easier for us. So I'm going to go ahead and delete everything here. I know that's scary. It's fine. We're going to get through it together. And let me see if I take, let me see here. If we just, actually one more time, duplicate this. Just ignore me for a second. Okay, this here, let me go back one more time. I think I did something and it's not showing up. Are all of the girlies here. Okay. Now let me try duplicating it. Hopefully this solves the problem. Here we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna delete all these layers for a second. We'll bring them over one at a time, so don't worry. I know it looks like we're removing everything. I promise you we will get this done before the end of the stream. We're gonna go ahead and select these, group them. Perfect. Now I know we can go ahead and delete those because we have those over there. I hope that you all are following because I know this looks a little confusing, but really what I'm trying to do here is group our, let me see if I cut these. Perfect, that's what we want. We'll go ahead and paste these, group them together. Really what I'm trying to do is attach the duotone to the full color version of the picture. Do a little photo, I want to say photo magic here is what it's coming to me. So we're going to go ahead and send that back of Nicole and then group those. Because if we animate it and we've grouped things together, it should really allow everything to move seamlessly together, which is going to look really cool. So we'll group those, cut them, bring them over here. Okay, send this to the back. Amazing. Looks so funny when you see like all the legs here because you don't see the layering yet. I was like, what am I doing? But it's all gonna make sense in just a second. Okay, we'll group these. And then last time we're gonna group these, cut and group those. And then we're gonna try to animate this one last time and see how this looks. Okay, we'll delete this page. We don't need her. And let's see, animate all. So if we click this button right here, animation, let's try popping and see what happens. Okay, it didn't group them together for some reason, but they are grouped. So maybe we need to, instead of, this is kind of cool, the waterfall. This is kind of cool. Okay, maybe instead of doing animate all, maybe what we can do is choose them individually. Maybe that's the best way to do this. So let's do this, press animation, and I think I want to do a pop. Are you a bungee or pop? Bungee or pop, chat? Bungee or pop? Maybe pop, but bungee always has a good moment. Like, I don't know. Let me see. We'll try pop unless anybody says bungee, and then I'll move, and then I'll go to bungee. Okay, we're gonna actually bring this one up a little bit now that I've seen it in here as well. Pop, okay. This one, pop. This one, we're also gonna pop. We're actually popping them all. This one, pop. And then I think this is the last one here, which we already have as pop. Okay. Let's go ahead and play this. Okay, so it's popping all at the same time. Something else that we could do if we wanted to, I know we still have a few minutes left to play with this, so let me show you one more way that we could make this real. We're also going to do this as animate all. Let's see, do we want to waterfall this one? Okay, I don't know why this one wants to give me a problem today. She's like not wanting to work with me. So maybe what we'll do is instead of animate all, we're going to highlight everything. Animate, drop. Okay. Or we could slide, which could be cool. We could also, I think it's the rise. I think it's the rise. Jack says, oh, looks like we lost Brittney's cam. Oh, you guys lost my camera? Let me see what's going on here. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see. Hopefully this works. I hope. Okay, 1 second. 1 second, you guys. Should be good. Let me see. Okay, hopefully I'm okay. Hopefully I'm in focus. We might need to call Nicole in from the other room to help me with this. But we'll go ahead and finish this reel up. And we have this version of Rise. And the last one that I kind of wanted to show you was if we duplicate one more time, this one here, and play this. I think what we could also do is create separate scenes if we wanted to and have them once at a time kind of pop up. Edit timeline here. Yes, let's go back for a second. Perfect. We can also edit the timeline here. And if we click through things this way, we maybe bring them one at a time to kind of pop up. This could look really cool, which could be a great way to do this. Go over here. No rhyme or rhythm really to what I'm doing. We're just kind of having fun as we get ready to wrap up this live stream. And I'm curious to know if you've learned something new. Let me know in the chat. I'll do this one. This one. Let's play this so far and see where we're at. Okay, so it's not grouping the way that I want it to. Hold on a second. We're going back. Okay, let's actually do the group. We should be able to click the group. So let's start with this group here. This one here. This one should be last. So we're going to go ahead and bring that to right around here. Then we're going to click this group. That's next. We'll do that right around there. Then this group. Right around here. Then we'll do this one. Maybe around here. We're almost there. We got 2 groups left. 2 minutes to go. We're doing this. Weekly challenge. We got this. And then maybe this one here. And let's see what it looks like. Hopefully this did the trick. Ah, this is so cute. What a great way to bring a reel together, right? I love. Okay, so now we have really 3 reels options as we get ready to wrap up this weekly challenge. If you have any questions, chat, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I mean, we have 3 options to choose from. So we'll close our layer timing and we'll kind of just show you one more time what we've done here. Let me see. We have 3 options. So we've done it with just the duotone. And we did, I think, an animate all with this one. See, this should work. Yes, here we go. How cool is that? Let me know which one is your favorite. Option 1, then we have, let's go for option 2. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. Go to option 2. Where we did, I think also we kind of animated them all at the same time, I think, which was really cool. Kind of all pop up together. So this is option 2. And then last but not least, we have option 3, where they pop up one at a time. How cool was this? This was so much fun. Let me know in the chat what your favorite option was. I'm going to try to go back to... Let's see. We're going to try to, hopefully my camera isn't not in focus, so I won't stress you guys out, so I apologize in advance. But let me know what your favorite option was. Option 1, option 2, option 3. Thank you all so much for joining us live for a weekly Express challenge. And here's to celebrating International Women's Month together. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, you can always connect with me at Brittney Megann on socials. I can't wait to see what you come up with and have fun creating.